Good morning, good morning. What is up, soul family? How does it go? How is everybody's day going? Everybody doing well? Having a good day? Can't believe it's already the 20th. Well, the thing is I'm changing things up quite a bit, okay? Because I've got people that want to come in and try to do what I do. And God says, check this out. It's like balancing the tightrope, God says. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening. I'm glad that you're doing well, sweetheart. So, Father is saying that we are changing things up. And like I said, when it comes to my channel, let me just reiterate what's going on first, and then we'll get more into it. But I want to know how my soul family is all doing. You Day said all good is here. It's fully engaging in. All right. Um, and we all know that this channel right here is for all of my soul family, for my YouTubers that are coming in. And as you can see down in my description, all of that has changed at the beginning, so that you can see. And if you haven't seen, just know that last night I was on it like Blue Bonnet and working for the best of you, because this channel is a channel that is helping you create that best version of yourself and coming into your intuitive abilities, okay? And it's about being able to grow and understand the journey as well. Now, also, this is a community as a family. Okay. It is a family community. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, creating that best version of yourself. And I'll even put it in there too, because like I said, it's very important um, for us to be able to create that best version of ourselves, because our happiness is contagious. So when you see Hick, that is creating, that happiness for us that is contagious. Now, this channel, I just want to put it out there so people get a clear understanding what this channel is about, so that there's no misinterpretation of what is going on. These messages that come through and the teachings that come through are because you have been unheard, unseen, misunderstood, afraid of some way, shape, or form. And it's helping you gain that confidence. It is helping you tap into your intuition, to your spiritual gifts, and to be able to seek the truth and nothing but the truth to help you, God. And that is all the foundation of having a better life. So, soul family, it's time to rise up. It's time to stand strong, because this channel is meaning that we are working on that best version of yourself. And nobody else has got what I've got going on, and nobody else is going to copy that, because Father and I had a long conversation last night when somebody tried to stop the spiritual teaching. Now, some of the spiritual teaching is going to help you tap into your intuition, because you're wondering, well, why can't I utilize these gifts? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Why is this journey so hard? Why is this happening? And it's the unknown. Well, you're going to have the knowing, okay? And it's like this set schedule that we have is in the morning. It's giving gratitude. It's not just about, you know, getting the message. It's about having gratitude for the journey itself. So this every day at 10 a.m. when I come in, oh, we're not concerned about others, sweetheart. We are definitely not concerned about others. What we're concerned about is that the soul family who is wanting to create the best version of themselves, finds us, okay? Because so many people are deterring them with these wrong guru messages, and Father's coming in and saying, no, we don't care what they do. We're just making it known so anybody who comes on to this channel knows that it's not like no other, that we are standing strong in our beliefs of getting the messages from Father, creating that best version of yourself so that your happiness can be contagious. Okay. And so with doing that, it's like our schedule. We will come in and we will do morning gratitude. Morning gratitude is whatever channeled message. Now, Father gave me downloads of almost 2 pages of downloads that I took from him last night. And the reason why I write it down is because I go back and I look and I'm like, wait a minute, Father. And then I start asking questions to him. But it is our duty as his children to make sure that we're constant, we're consistent, and we're committed to our Father, to our journey, and to creating that best version of yourself. So it's like, as you know, that even this morning, it was a different intro, right? Because I'm always saying, welcome to Bunny Love 444, you know. And Father said, no, let's get straight to the point, put that message out there. The thing is he wants you to have that beautiful understanding, to be nurtured, okay? And know that you can come into the new you and love who you are and love the journey and have your victory. That is the main key points right there. So 10 a.m., we do that morning gratitude. And because it said morning gratitude, it's getting the messages that are coming through. Now, he has some pretty in-depth messages that are coming through. So you're going to see a little twist and turn on here, but it's like, it's all about you. It's all about you. It's not about me. It's all about you and the messages that Father give, because I have always made it all about you, soul family. And that is what is going to continue. But I need people to understand that this isn't your typical platform. Okay. This is a message where our Father comes in and the multi-dimensions come in. And it's not only to teach you how to pull out your gifts and where you stand, but it's to help you create that better life for yourself. So with that being said, it's like, I'm telling you, he's got lots in this, right? So we're going to get the message and find out what he wants to bring out today. I don't take phone calls while I'm on there. Sorry. Oh, let me take that off. Can you all hear me good? Because my main objective is to make sure that my soul family has that happiness that is contagious for you. And knowing that this journey, yeah, it's hard. But when Father gives the messages, that's the final answer, because he's the master teacher, right? Thank you. That's confirmation there. So we're going to find out what Father wants us to know. So what is in the headspace, Father, that you want us to know? Oh, also, because they tried to stop our teaching, you know, the Terrans, the agents, and the messengers wanted to stop our messages and everything, where Father said, oh, we'll resume it next week. Well, as you saw in my community post, for all of you, Father works tremendously well, very determined, very ambitious to make sure that nobody is stopping and blocking our path. Confirmation. Yes, that's right. If it's important, take it. Heed the message. But Father is coming in and saying, tonight, we got it all figured out. So tonight starts that in-depth teaching, because he does not want you to miss out. He wants you to come into your capabilities and be fully strong in them. So therefore, he's like, nope, we're resuming. So on that community post, as you saw, it's like, we're on. Father made sure that we are not being stopped. He is a man of his word. And when he wants the messages out, it's Father's way. Okay. Not ours. It's Father's. We don't care what other people think or say or what they do. They have free will. Now, Father's coming through right now and saying, yeah. And he's like, wow. So when he has a tear fall down, it saddens him at the fact that somebody wants to always stop when it comes to the messages. It's not happening no more. Okay. Father says it's done. It's over. He has removed that dismay. So now what do we need to know that's in the heart space, Father? What do we need to know that's in the heart space that you're talking about? That's right. That's right. Come through. Our Father is here for us. He knows exactly what we need. So what's in the soul, Father? What is in the soul? Thank you. The overall energy. This says it all right here. He is wanting you to stay deeply rooted and grounded. He says that we're not walking on no tightrope, okay? We're not going to conform to what other people want us to conform to. We conform to what our Father wants us to conform to because He keeps us deeply rooted and grounded. He keeps us spiritually connected. He gives us the wisdom and knowledge to understand the journey of what is going on and keeping that balance, right? Look, underneath it, we've got the hard work. So if we put in the hard work and we do our part, it don't matter what anybody else says. They're the one that's going to have to, figure out how to walk that tight, tight rope. I don't know why it was not wanting to come out. It was like, but anyways, it's all about putting in that hard work, right? Now, Father is adamant when it comes to this. It's because he says, listen, you get the messages, you teach, you do everything out of unconditional love. We ain't changing who we are on that spiritual level. The only thing that we're changing is becoming that greater version of who we were from yesterday into today. And tomorrow we will be even greater tomorrow than we are today. Father said, they ain't going to stop us. They ain't going to stop us. So we are on a mission full of ambition and we are determined we're going to go forward. All right. So what is in the headspace? Look, in the headspace, we just got the message from Father, right? And now he's talking about with the Six of Wands, we get our rewards because when we stay deeply rooted and grounded to the Master, the one who is our divine guidance, the one who has co-created everything, that is something to have gratitude for because we are unstoppable, unshakable, and unbreakable. And whoever didn't heed the message before when I said it, Father is reiterating the fact we are unstoppable, unshakable, and unbreakable. We don't feel that we are better than anybody, but we are better now of who we are than who we used to be. So if we're better than anybody, we're better than ourselves of who we used to be yesterday. Okay. And each day we step forward and become that better version each and every day. So when people want to try to come in and say, oh, well, look, you're on your high horse, you got this victory, blah, blah, blah. No, Father is coming in and saying, it's because you put the hard work in, soul family. It's all about you. You are putting the work in. You are putting that dedication and devotion in. And that's why Father is blessing you. That's why he is bringing us the rewards. That's why we don't have to stop. Because he said, when we follow him and not what everybody else is doing, we get rewarded. Thank you, Father. So what is in the heart space? Yeah, look, in the heart space, we are the ones who influence people to step into their best version of themselves. And that happiness is very contagious and it's very strong because people see what we're doing. They see that we're growing better each and every day. And we don't care what everybody else is saying or doing. And that's why I love it, you day, because the thing is, we don't. We blaze our own trail. And it clearly shows by the rewards that we get from Father. So it's like we all had to walk that tight rope at one time, right? We had to be able to balance that tightrope because it's like crossing that bridge on a very tight rope. And if you sway a little too much and you fall down, oh, well, brush yourself off, get back up because you're able to put things in the past when you get the communication from our Father. There is no stopping. We are too strong to sit here and let the negative energies and the toxicity. That's why we don't allow it on this channel. Okay. We don't allow people being rude and thank you, Father. He says, we don't allow people to come in with that falsehood and come in with them burdens of that toxicity. No, that's not what we're about. You can clearly see that we get the messages and we get rewarded for the hard work that we're doing. So pat yourself on the back, soul family. Pat yourself on the back, because you know what? It takes a very unique, special, determined, ambitious person to work on themselves, to be accountable for themselves, and to spiritually grow. And if anybody says, well, you know, you think you're better than people, you can look them dead in the eyes and say, no, I am better than myself. And each day I'm becoming better and better in myself. And if that bothers you, I'm sorry. But I'm unapologetic for who I am. And I will not apologize for who God created us to be, right? Because it's time to take a stance. People want us to falter and go to that toxicity. And no, we're not. Yes, pat on the back. Yes. So family, I mean it. You are doing an amazing job. And when we did that sacred transformation, it was like Father was so happy to see all the work that my soul family put in, right? And the ones who didn't see it, you need to go back wherever it is, maybe over here or down here or maybe over here, wherever the video is, somewhere you can find it there, but it's called Sacred Transformation. And that 30 days was that communication from our Father on how to change yourself into that best version of yourself. Okay? Because we're not here trying to control anybody. Father says we're here to give the messages to grow that best version of you. So, what is in our soul? This is a very powerful reading. I got goosebumps right now because the justice, that balance is there. Justice is being served. Okay. It's like Father is coming in and giving the message right here. Intuitively, when you do the work, you get the rewards. You're not afraid to be that influencer to create their best version, because it ain't about you. Okay. Like he said to me last night, he's like, Cappy, you are the one that always picks people up on that mountainside. You don't let them just sit there and go in the cracks and crevices. You pick them up, you help them, you show them how to cut things away and what they need to do and where they need to go in order to stand in their throne and become stronger, become confident, and become that best version of them. Because when our soul family looks back of who they used to be and being here and energetically feeling that love and light and feeling the more blessings have showered upon, you've gotten more rewards in coming in and doing the work, Father said, that you have seen, because he's bringing justice. He has ordered your steps. He says, listen, you will not be stuck and stagnant. You will keep building your empire. And he is helping by giving the messages and staying balanced. Okay. So, Father, this is beautiful. What else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know? Did you see that? That one landed like that, and this one landed down. This came out again. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So this is all about having faith, and all the competition that tries to stop us and deter us off our path. Father says, aha. And I love how he does it, because he does this. He's like, ah, yeah. It's like that competition, but they follow the master teacher and they get right back to work, because they know when they get to that top of that mountain, it is complete victory. It's like they're not going to feel alone, because they know that they're never alone. Father is always here. Spirit is always guiding, and it's always keeping you deeply rooted and grounded to work the best version of you. Okay. It's not about some type of scheme of, oh, well, let's build me up, because, like I said, I'm already built on a spiritual level. My thing is being that messenger from Father and putting in that work. Now, some of you could be born in 78. Okay. You don't have to be, but Father's coming in and saying that, you know, it's not about the age, because you can be 18 to 60 and above and beyond. You can go above and beyond, because when I was laughing last night with Father and I said, listen, everything that I'm going through, I said, I'm going to create that best version of me, and I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep going. And I said, Father, the one thing that you're going to have to understand I said, with the intuitive abilities and the messages that you give me and the stuff that has never been heard from anybody that comes out, I said, listen, I'm going to be 144 years old before I cross over into the next mission. I told him straight out, that's the enlightenment. Okay, that's what I want. And he just kind of laughed at me and he's like, well, you can have anything you want. So when you look at these three cards, it's like, yes, we know the center of attention is always competition. There's always somebody out there trying to compete. But we're not here to compete. We don't care about that. If we wanted to be in some type of, race or whatever, I'd hit the drag strip and I'd go drag racing and hit the nitrous button, because I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm here to make sure that our soul family gets that best version of themselves, because it takes a lot to put into you, a lot of hard work to put into you. But when you do that, you get the rewards. You always get the rewards. So when this is coming in, it's like when this is in that past position, right? It's like in our headspace, we have taken the past and we have learned what we need to do when past situations come up, when the things come in and filter, it's like a filtration system. It's like it comes flooding in and we have to filter it out. We have to take that toxicity and turn it into positivity, because the frequencies, you don't want to be doing this like you're on a airbed or anything. You want it smooth sailing. Okay. But here in the headspace, it's like, listen, if you stay determined, you stay ambitious, you stay focused, and you get the intuitive messages and you really apply them to your life and the messages that Father brings out and the guidance, okay? It's like it overrides that competition. Father's like, this is about having faith to be able to persevere forward. And when you persevere forward, you're right to the victory line. Okay? So anybody can do it. Anybody can have this victory. People are not singled out. Okay? Father is saying there is no such thing as coincidence. There's no such thing as luck. He has put it in the blueprint for you to be victorious. But you have to be willing to put that work in. All right, Father, that's beautiful. So what do we need to know for the Queen of Swords and for the Strength card? What do we need to know? That's right. That's right. What you need to know is that the influence to create that best version of yourself and follow the North Node, which is our Father, he will keep you deeply rooted and grounded all the time, and he will give you strength. When you don't have the strength to carry on, look up and ask our Father, Father, give me the strength to carry on today. Give me the energy to get through this day. Give me the understanding and the guidance of what is meant for me today, right? Because look, Father influences us to become stronger. Father influences us to be that best version of ourselves. Father influences us to take away the stuff from the past that has kept us bound and constrained. So, and this is in our heart space. You have to love you. You have to love the journey. You have to love our Father and have that greater understanding that no matter what we do, he will always push us forward. He will always walk us through the valley of the shadow of death to have that window of opportunity to understand how we cut away, how we influence not only ourselves, but by what we learn, by the messages that come out, how you can influence somebody else to become powerful, to become strong of who they are. And the more that we keep doing that, it's like we are doing Father's work. And I've got goosebumps because he's coming in and he's just like going, like huggies, it's like, I love the morning hugs that I get from Father, it's like, people think it's weird, but it's not. Spiritually, when he gives me them hugs, it's like I have goosebumps that stand up because intuitively, he's here. He's always here. But in our heart, we have to understand that every step we take, we are also leading the way, influencing, giving people that quick thinking of how can I continue to stay strong? When people feel so weak on the journey, or you're so exhausted and you just feel like you've had enough, it's like, give Father gratitude, be thankful, because he will come right in and he will make sure that you have that strength. He influences our day. The moment we wake up, even in our subconscious, okay? He is telling us about our past life. So when you're dreaming of a dream over and over and over and over again, that's Father communicating to you in your sleep, because we have so many distractions of the outside world that is stopping that influence to become even stronger. That's when we need to stop, look up, be thankful, have an attitude of gratitude for Father, and know that he is influencing us to be that best version of ourselves. Okay? Because there is no book written out there for each individual one of us, right? Father's the only one that has the master plan of what we're meant to do, where we're meant to go, who we're meant to be with, and everything else, right? And it's about opening up to your special journey, what is suited directly for you, what Father has created in that blueprint for your divine path. Whether he opens up your spiritual gifts, or whether you're meant to be some type of leader in counseling, mentoring, some type of business that you are to make. He's giving you them pointers of exactly what you're meant to do so that you can have that mountaintop success. That mountaintop success. Because look, hold on, let me get him in place. Boom. Okay. Just like this, he said. All right. So when you look at this, all of us have to go through the valley of the shadow of death. All of us go through the dark night of the soul. All of us have past things, hurts, traumas, programs, conditionings that we have to work through, and that we have to understand and find confirmation, the concept of what is going on with it, to be able to put in that hard work, to take out the competition, because we are not here competing with others. Okay, that's not our job on this earth. Father did not put us here to sit and compete with others. Well, this person's got that and this person's got that, and I want that and I want that. No, no, you have your own unique, beautiful divine plan. So as you're walking through and trusting and believing in our Father, following your north node to guide you as your compass, look what happens. It's like you go through the valley of the shadow of death, but you stay deeply rooted and grounded in understanding yourself. And what happens? You say, forget the competition. I'm going to break these walls down. I'm going to break these barriers that have stopped me, who have hurt me, who have held me back. And I'm going to break these down because Father has given me the master pins to be able to notch it down. And when you do, look it on the other side, that beautiful mountain. Okay? Because a lot of you have had access to that beautiful mountain the whole time, but you have turned your back on it because of all the toxicity and all the negativity in this world, right? It's like you have turned your back on it. Now, if you would have just been able to turn around and see, hey, victory is there the whole time while you're still putting in the hard work, that's when Father's really going to bless you. Okay. That's when he's really going to give you them victory rewards, because even though you may have turned your back on our Father, because to me, this is like you keeping the faith, but you slide backwards, okay? And you turn your back on Father because of other distractions in this world. And he says, no, stop doing that. Turn around. Turn around, because this sacred mountain has your sacred rewards. And he's going to give you the trail exactly how to get up there. It doesn't have to be the same beaten path as anybody else, okay? We are each on our own path, and we each blaze our own trail. Now, some others, he says that, yeah, they take that beaten trail and then they find out, wait a minute, this person took me down the wrong path the whole time. They were taking me away from the mountain. When our biggest mission is to take you directly to that sacred mountaintop of our Father. Okay? And that's where the true reward comes. All right, Father. So, what do we need to know in the soul? That you are bringing justice, that you are willing to show us that balance, that you are willing to order our stairs to create that stable foundation. And it's like, if you look at it, you see here how he's got this massive security system around your foundation, because this alerts our Father, this alerts the angelic team, this alerts our ascended masters, our archangels, and our spirit guides, right? It alerts all of the divine of, hey, we need some clarity of what's going on over here. Justice needs to be served. Okay. So what else do we need to know for the justice, Father, when it comes to the soul? Wow. A lot came pouring out. All right. And he says, I got to take them. So I got to take them. Okay. So Father says, when it comes to it, you have to sacrifice your broken heart to understand what is going on in order to find that balance within yourself, right? Then you have the Nine of Cups, which the Nine of Cups is coming in and saying you have to find your own comfort and satisfaction in who you are, okay? Not what other people want you to be, but who you are, who Father created you to be. So stop letting them break your heart and you making sacrifices to justify and satisfy somebody else. You need to be comfortable and satisfied in your own soul. And by doing that, you have the Knight of Wands, which is taking the motion, to have that passion and that adventure for Father's divine guidance of who you are. It's like knowing that even though they're watching you and they're watching you grow and they're wondering why your heart is no longer broken, because you filled them cracks and you put new seeds in. You were willing to make that sacrifice of saying, hey, listen, I'm not going to let you have control over my life. I'm taking control back of my life. And I'm going to have this renewal, because now I'm going to become very satisfied and comfortable of who I am in my own skin. I'm going to love who I am. That confidence is going to radiate because you have passion for not only the spiritual journey, but how you can change yourself in order to move forward in this world, right? Because you're tired of the deception. You're tired of people betraying you and having this deception at your every corner, right? Because if you see, remember when I was telling you that, some people will take you on that beaten trail and it's leading you the wrong way. It's leading you to that betrayal and deception. And Father's over here giving the smoke signals of, hey, wait a minute. You need to be able to follow the North Star. Okay. The compass says you're going the wrong way. You're not supposed to be listening to these people that are breaking your heart and betraying you. You need to come forward to where we need to be, right? And that is connecting with the divine. That is being down to earth. That is having the greater understanding of the journey, because it doesn't matter how many obstacles we have to overcome. When you put in the hard work, you're a divine being. You're getting the communication. You're going to make it happen, right? You're going to get that clarity. You're going to have that victory. You're going to see your own potential. You're going to have that self-confidence and that self-awareness of, listen, I'm abundant in everything that I do. Nobody can stop me now because I am no longer giving them the power to break my heart and keep me down in this deception, right? It's like you have that passion to move forward and have that great understanding so that you can be comfortable on your journey, so you can be comfortable in your own skin, so you can love yourself unconditionally, okay? And it's not loving yourself so unconditionally, you're going to get it from people. They're going to say, "Oh, well, you're conceited." No, no, you're not conceited. You just love yourself very much. And you love our Father for the journey that He has blessed you with, because He brought you here from a past lifetime to live it out this time. And when it's time to go to the next dimension, guess what? You're going to have clarity because spiritually, you're going to be fully awakened to understand what He is trying to tell you. But it's to do everything out of unconditional love, do everything out of kindness, generosity. You know, it's not this toxic, negative space. It's like you have to love our Father, the Son, Holy Spirit, and yourself, and have that attitude of gratitude that He co created you to be that best version of yourself. And oh my golly, you got to be the one to bring it in, right? It's like in order to sit down and have that Thanksgiving at the table with Father, you have to put in that hard work. And so now you're using all the resources that Father has been giving you and all the messages that He has been putting out through me to my soul family and to the ones who come across this so that you can manifest anything. This is about having all the resources so you know exactly where you need to go on your journey because you love yourself, because you got that clarity now. You are not sitting here asking others to misguide you and you being a divine being to create that deception in you, right? No, you got to have passion for the adventure. You got to know that this right here, it's not about lust, it's not about the material objects. It is truly taking that spiritual adventure so you can be comfortable and have a renewal from the way that you have lived, the way that you've been programmed, the way that you've been mistaught, misled. Okay. This is where you have to follow your intuition to be able to make sure that justice is brought to the surface in order for you to be influenced correctly and be that influencer who is much stronger now, understanding your journey because you followed the North Node, which is our Father. He is your compass, right? And by doing that, you dropped off all the competition and started putting in the hard work, isolating yourself on that focus of, I'm going to focus on me, I'm going to focus on my journey. Because in order for me to be successful, it's like I put in all the hard work in me, fix the things in me that maybe broke down or, you know, maybe a little off kilter, Father said, and you will have them rewards. But no matter what you do on this journey, the conflict is real. It's going to come up. People are going to create that adversity in your life, and you have to know how to spiritually block and defend, block and defend. And it's return the favor in kindness. It's returning the favor in kindness, not come back with conflict, create trouble, chaos, and all of that. It's like when you do that, you put the past to rest. You set up them healthy, healthy, healthy boundaries. When I say healthy, it's better than a healthy shake, 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 shake. You know, it's like them healthy boundaries. People will learn to respect your healthy boundaries and they will know, listen, I ain't playing. I'm not playing on this journey. If you ain't going to love me for who I am and who God created me to be, then you aren't meant to be in my life. And that's where He has a house for you. Okay. That's where you put it in the past and you walk away from it. You don't need to be Mr. Rude, Mr. Crude, Mr. Nasty, right? You just everything out of kindness and pure generosity. Oh, did you see that? It was like they will try to break down your fence. Okay. They will try to break down your defenses when it comes to that of where you came. But no matter what, you become stronger each and every day, coming that best version of you. There's nothing they can do. So you hold close to your journey. You hold close to our Father, and you let him be that compass when you are guided to a message. It's because Father is guiding you to that message because it pertains to you. Now, a lot of people, they're guided to a message and they click out of it without watching the whole message. Okay, that's their free will. But they're missing the messages that could take them to the next step, that could master their steps and bring justice to their life. It's not them, they're not wanting to follow through. And Father says, in order to have all of this take place in a synchronicity of boom, 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 in order to climb them stairs gracefully, it's like when they exit out on the message and they're like, oh, I don't want to do that. It's because they're triggered and their demons are triggered. Their demonic attachments are triggered. Not all of them are demonic, but I'm saying that they have demonic attachments and everything. And they're not willing to cut it out. They're not willing to have that sort of truth to do that healing at that time. And that's understandable. But Father says when they miss the messages, then they wonder why all this conflict and defeat is feeling in their life instead of getting the rewards. It's because they're not listening to the message. They check out before they gain all the messages. Okay. So, what is the advice, Father, that you want to come through? Okay. And he says that's why a lot of you are constantly having to rebuild. That's why a lot of you do the work, but sometimes that conflict comes in so hard, and it's not you going off your beaten path and jumping into the conflict. Okay. This is God is by your side, and he's showing you the only reason why this comes in to where you have to sacrifice and rebuild everything else back up. It's because you were making that progress. Because when you see the Two of Cups standing behind here, it's like you ain't even paying attention. You're so worried about this person pulling you down, slandering you, talking about you, judging you, shaming you and your body and everything else. Father says, no, no, out of there. He's like, hasta la vista. Gone, gone. Because in order to have that true communication, you need to listen to Father, not what these people are doing, not what these people are doing to you. They're trying to hold you back on purpose so that it all comes down to the competition. They do it on purpose to hold you back so that they can get the lead out on you. But the thing that they didn't understand is there is no competition. When you have the faith and you are listening to the 33 Master Mason teacher, guess what? The victory is yours. Father will always make sure the victory is yours. And that's why it came out with the rewards card right away. And why the overall energy is pay attention to your intuition, pay attention to your journey, pay attention to the blueprint, and create that best version of yourself. Because happiness is contagious. Do you really want to sit like this all of your whole life? Spending your whole life in this conflict, in this defeat, always having to go through all these massive challenges left and right. You never get to come up for air. And the moment you come up for air, somebody's right there pulling you back down. No, no. That's why he has sent me as his messenger, as his child, to be able to give the messages, to teach the spiritual knowledge in order to overcome all of this. Because a lot of people are so selfish, he said, they don't want to teach you. They want to be able to give you the messages, but they don't want to teach for you to have this victory. And that's not me. My motto is if I go up, my family goes up. If I'm growing, I want them to grow. Because happiness is contagious. And the only way to spread it is to make sure that they are climbing the same and everything is equal. There is no indifference. There is none. Okay. And the people who want to sit in this conflict, Father says, they're going to have to go through that transition because you've already started your journey. You may be scared as that lion of strength, okay? You may be scared to take some certain steps on your journey, but Father says, Hakuna Matata, baby, means no worries. Don't be scared. Take that leap of faith. Show that you are confident in creating that best version of you. Show that you matter, because I know you matter, but you have to know you matter. And you have to know that not all of us are here to be selfish. I am one of the most selflessness persons ever, and I want to make sure your happiness is that reward. I want to make sure that you step into your abilities, okay? Because you have great qualities, assets, and abilities about you that is going to take you to that most highest level, to be successful, to say, I accomplished that. I did that. And look, I got the goosebumps again. Father is just like, he comes in and he's like, but it's like that you can be proud that you accomplished it. And I can be proud that you accomplished it and that you got your rewards and that you're not sitting here wondering, how am I going to rebuild? Why is this always trying to defeat me? Because it's trying to deplete you. That's why. And I'm not going to let that happen. I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. And so therefore, I'm going to lead my soul family to the best version of themselves, to be the strongest, and to bring out your gifts. Because everybody deserves to be and have exactly what Father co-created you to be. And not a lot of people can wake up to understand that. Not a lot of people know even half of the stuff that I talk about. And the ones that do, it's because they have picked them. You have picked yourself and said, listen, I'm going to be that strong individual. I'm not going to let people, deter me away or create impasses in my life. Okay. If the impasses are coming in my life, it's because God brought them impasses in my life for me to learn a lesson in order to balance things out in my own life. I'm not going to have other people doing this for me. Right. I'm going to step into my power and I'm going to do what Father wanted me to do, not what other people are trying to make me do. Right. Because you have to love yourself. You have to have clarity, confirmation. You have to have clarity that you matter. All lives matter. Father created us as a beautiful bouquet of flowers. We come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes. But the thing is we are on the same journey. And he doesn't want us living like this. Is this happiness is contagious? No. Who in here looks happy? Nobody. Nobody. Who's happy here? Who's happy here? Who's happy here? We are, because we are strong, soul family. We are strong, and nobody can break that strength from us. Nobody, because each day Father builds us stronger and stronger to be that best version of ourselves. And I will not stop until everybody in my soul family has that balance, has that foundation that you want. Not that I want you to have, okay? I want you to have what Father has meant for you, what he has blessed for your blueprint. That's what I want. And by giving the messages, it is helping create that balance, put the puzzle pieces together for you so you no longer have to walk that tightrope of this. Who wants to walk the tightrope knowing that you're going to fall in a cesspool of emotions? Who's wanting to walk that tightrope knowing that that tightrope little bridge is going to take you right into all this conflict? Not me, not you, not on my watch. Oh, wait, I don't have a watch. I don't have a watch on, but I have God's watch, right? But it's bringing it into the best version of you. And I know you may be hearing me say it, but we need to put it in there. CBBOY. because each day you're doing the work. From the messages that Father brings in, you're doing the work. And I'm just that stabilizer bar for your broken down ladder of the pieces where you need to build up. I am that support system because Father gives me the messages to give to you because I want that best version of you. I want to see all these people loving who they are, loving who they've been created to be, getting the clarity of where you're meant to be. You're not meant to be sitting around battling this, isolating yourself in your home, being in your stinking thinking. No, that's not living life. That is not living the best version of you. Living the best version of you is knowing that, hey, it's going to take a little work. It may take a lot of work depending on how, you grew up in the situations that you have gone through that have created that heartache. We need to get you to that more comfortable place. And that means sacrificing the people, places, and things in your life that no longer serve your journey because not everybody is meant to go with you. And if you're holding on to somebody or a situation or something that you can't overcome, they're going to keep pulling you down. You may not be able to see them spiritually. Physically, you'll see them, but spiritually, you may not see them when they come to drag you down. It's like, I'm going to show you how to use your spiritual resources. I'm going to show you how to be able to stand in your power and have that massive strength and be that true version of you. So, if that's what you're ready to do, yeah, look, I'm telling you, stand in your power. Confirmation. Father throws it right out of the deck when I went like that. It just blew. So thank you, Father. What else do we need to know? So, yeah, we're already at, 5211. That is the synchronicity that Father is saying. 711. Okay. 711 is that information that he is trying to give you about the spiritual enlightenment of who you are, right? He's saying that's how you change the world. You gather the information. Don't click out of the video because it's this many minutes or that many minutes. You're missing out on key relevant messages in order to gather that information to change your world, to change everything in your existence. He's saying, yeah, right here. He no longer wants people left out in the cold. And he said, it is my job to give the messages that he gives to make sure that our soul family, that the whole world of our soul family, our brothers and sisters, step into their true power. There is no more sitting out, not trusting and believing in our Father, because he said this is like the window of the worship, right? Okay, and that's why he had me put the house of worship on the end of where the tightrope is, because he doesn't want you to be left out in the cold. That was never his intentions. He wanted you to step inside and have Thanksgiving with him and have that attitude of gratitude and have that thankfulness that he brought you in to understand who you are. And that's the main message. Yes, look, so that you can come together with your twin flame and have that happy life, that happy marriage, so that you can feel wholesome. This is the card about feeling wholesome as well. That's powerful. That's because God's powerful. Confirmation. Confirmation. He is saying that's because he is powerful. Okay. So he wants us to get an affirmation. I love it. 1111. I see it on there. Okay. And to all newcomers, please hit that like, subscribe, and that little notification bell. I haven't really been on it in this video, okay? Because I feel that if they're ready to put the work in, I shouldn't have to ask people to hit the like and subscribe. If they're ready to put the work in and they value the messages that are coming out, they will return it and sow their tides, sow their seeds by hitting that like and subscribe, right? So thank you, Father. All right, what do we need to know, please? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? The serpentine. The serpentine crystal, okay? It's like a serpentine wrapped around your neck, right? That's where you make the transformation. Look at that beautiful crystal, okay? I love it. And you see how we are all cracked and broken and in fragmented pieces from the situations and things that go on in our life. This is just confirmation that Father said you can make the transformation. Getting the divine messages, you can make it. You can determine what needs to be released in your life. Nobody's telling you what to do. You make that determination. It's like you can implement your own transformation by listening to the message. So, when the serpentine crystal comes out of transformation, it says, and we're going to say it 3 times, okay? It is safe to let go. I know that nothing is ever taken away unless something better is coming. Keep that in mind right there. When something exits your life, it's because Father has something much greater for your life. It's you to determine, it's you to implement that transformation. Now, if you're not going to make the transformation and say, okay, well, I know this person is very toxic for me and they don't have the best influence for me and they need to be out of my life, but you don't do it. Now you just gave them permission to keep that toxicity coming in your life and nothing better will come in. And then you're going to wonder, well, why ain't I getting none of my rewards? Why ain't I getting none of where to go? Where to go? Come here, rewards. Ooh, you want to play hide and seek? Here you go. I found you. But it's like you wonder why you're not getting the rewards. It's because if you're not implementing that transformation and letting go, when Father says it's time to let go, that's where you're throwing your blessings away because a new blessing will not come in if there's no room. It's almost like a cookie jar. You put all these cookies, all this sweet stuff into this jar, and you want to keep stuffing into that jar, but the lid won't shut down, right? So know that they are sweet lessons. That's why I use cookies in a jar, because when you see that they are sweet lessons and you take a bite out of each one, working and implementing that transformation, you're going to make room for that cookie jar to explode with much bigger cookies, right? All right. So again, it is safe to let go. I know that nothing is ever taken away unless something better is coming. Yeah. Ooh, I got to show you something too. It is safe to let go. I know that nothing is ever taken away unless something better is coming. So know that Father will never take nothing from your life unless he says, "Hey, I have something better for you and I want you to have it. Stop being out in the cold, okay? Because I want you to love yourself enough to know that you are very deserving. You are very deserving and worthy of having that reward, right? Because you need to gather that information to know what you need to do, what you need to implement in order to have your forever partner, your happy life, your successful job, where you're not going to be sitting going, well, how am I going to pay this, or how am I going to do that, or why can't I get this, or why can't I get that? You're not going to be out in the cold anymore. You're going to know exactly. And yeah, where you said yummy. Okay, so my daughter is the most sweet, precious, my only daughter, right? So yesterday she calls me up and she's like, "Hi, mama." I said, "Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?" Now, mind you, her birthday is coming up here in 4 days. And we were just talking or whatnot. And I said, "Well, I'm going to make some more cookies or whatever, but I don't want to make the cookies because this part of the oven, it's not, there's something wrong with it. It's like I don't want to be doing that and then burn everything down, right?" And you know what this precious daughter of mine did? She door dashed me and her little brother. She did snickerdoodles for me, Oreo for him, and chocolate chip for him. And I was just like, "Oh, all right, let's get back to the message." I just had to share that with you because it's like that thoughtful, loving, caring gesture, it's like she just called to see how I was doing, and we just started talking, and her heart guided her to do it. It's like, so, well, thank you. It was so beautiful because she is so precious. Yes, she is so precious, so sweet. You know, I love my daughter. She, like I said, she's my only daughter. Out of three, I got three boys and a daughter. But I'm telling you, it was so sweet and so thoughtful. Okay, and then we have the hawk's eye. All right, so this goes back to the video yesterday, right? If you saw yesterday's video, I was talking about the four hawks that I saw. The hawk's eye came out, that higher perspective, right? The thing is that clarity and having that courage and that strength to be able to move forward. Because when you look at the Hawkeye crystal, who does that remind you of? As soon as I hear hawk, instantly it reminds me of Horus. Okay. Horus is the god with the hawk head, giving you clarity, giving you guidance. Okay. So it's like telling you that you will always have that bird's eye view, whether it's a hawk, whether it's an eagle, whether it's the phoenix where you're rising through the ashes, but you will always have that bird's eye view of that clarity. It's like the ace of swords. Where'd you go? You will always have that clarity, but you will always have that strength. Always. Okay. Um, and this is what I used to tell my kids too. It's like, don't let people ruffle your tail feathers. Okay. You let them ruffle your tail feathers. It's like they're clipping your flight wings. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. Okay. It's like if they want to give you the evil eye, let them go ahead because the hawk's eye protects you from their evil eye. So the affirmation here, and we're going to say it 3 times. I see things from a higher perspective. I realize that there are no accidents and that we attract everything to us through cause and effect. Remember that chaos and conflict that I was showing. It's like if you want to constantly rebuild and you don't want to exit the things that are no longer serving your life, well, guess what? You caused it and it has affected your life because you did not want to surrender and make room for the new, right? Creating that best version of you. Because it's like we go through all these changes, and you can have people in your life for a lifetime or you can meet people. But like I said, here, service interruption for a minute. Hair, you're tickling my nose. There we go. The thing is people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and it is up to you to step into your power, into your journey, and be able to say, hey, you're not respecting me, or you're not following my boundaries. It's like no longer, no longer. And it's like you kind of like pull yourself away. But if you let them ruffle your tail feathers to where they clip your flight wings, you are no longer going to be able to soar higher, to have that clarity and to find that strength within yourself, right? So I see things from a higher perspective. I realize that there are no accidents, that we attract everything to us through cause and effect. I see things from a higher perspective. I realize there are no accidents and that we attract everything to us through cause and effect, because everything that we do has a consequence. Everything that we respond to has a reaction or a defense mode, right? It's like you have to be able to know that you can't let it bound and choke you off on that aspect. It's like this is one of the major laws of attraction, is the cause and effect. Thank you, but I don't answer the phone. Not when I am on here. Yeah, look, black tourmaline. Okay, that just goes to say right there that Father protects you, because having the hawk's eye by you. Okay, how do I explain this? Thank you for the confirmation. So I got to explain this quick, because the way when I see these 3 cards laying out with these crystals, it's very significant to your transformation, seeing things from that higher perspective, not letting people clip your flight feathers, okay? Because when they clip your flight feathers, you cannot soar higher, right? But it's having that hawk's eye that has that bluish black in what do you want to say? It's like blue black sheen looking color, right? It's like it's protecting you from the evil eye. The black tourmaline comes out because that is divine protection. So when you're seeing that you need to protect yourself, automatically Father comes in with your spiritual army deployed and coming in and saying, listen, everything, these harmful vibrations that these people are giving off, these negative energies that they're bringing out, the damage they're trying to cause, um, when they come at you and speak certain things at you, they're using the tongue as a sword to lash out to you. But Father says, calm your fears, wipe your tears, because this promotes the protection that any obstacle that comes in, if you release it, it lets go of all them obstacles, okay? And that way it takes the impasse out of your path for you to move forward. So the affirmation here is, I am safe, I am secure. I walk with a shield of protection wherever I go. And that is God's protection. That is the shield of protection. Okay? I am safe, I am secure. I walk with a shield of protection wherever I go. And know that that is the truth. The truth is the truth. And he's saying, I am safe, I am secure, and I walk with the shield of protection wherever I go. So no matter what anybody tries to do to you, like what they tried to do last night and stop my soul family from getting God's messages to be able to teach you how to come into that highest version of yourself, to get that clarity and step into your true power. They tried to stop it last night, but Father says, oh, no, no, you don't. It's time for you to pack your bags and go on vacation, because you ain't stopping. I gave her the clarity of what she needed to do. I guided her directly of what she needed to do to be able to make it happen. So anything, you can make anything happen by your determination and your willpower, right? So just know that when it comes, even though they try to hold you down and put their foot at your throat, when you get that clarity, when you see things and put the puzzle pieces together, when you know spiritually how to deactivate that, oh yeah, it's powerful. Because no matter what anybody does, they can't stop you. All right. And it will also show you that, like, if you're wanting something, okay, say, like, how do I say this? Okay, I'll just use the solitaire game as an analogy, okay? Um, That's the only analogy I can flop up with real quick. Okay, that's the quick thinking influencer. But anyways, so let's use the solitary game. Okay, and it's a game where you can win coins and all of that, right? And you're strategically doing what you need to do, following the little game pieces. You got to get so many, synchronicities, or so many tens, or whatever it may be, right? You have the rules and regulations of what you are supposed to do. And you're sitting here doing this, and all of a sudden you're down to like 2 cards, and you see the synchronicity that can wipe out all them cards, and you sit there and you say, oh, I need a 4. Please, Father, hand me a 4. And you just zone in before even flipping that card. You zone in, and whatever that card was, you can change it to a 4, and then you click it, and boom, there it is. It's easy. Easy peasy. It's not cheesy. It's easy peasy, because we can get through it by using our intuition. You can change the outcome. And that's where the law of attraction is, because that cause and effect, you implement that transformation. You can make it happen. So when somebody comes to me and says, Oh, well, can you make it happen for me to win the lottery? Well, Father can guide me. If it is in your reward, Father guides me because when he guided me, now mind you, I went out and got a $3 ticket and I won much more than that. So it's not just about that. So I don't want you to look at it in material ways. I'm saying, hey, you can implement the transformation. Hello, Tanita. How are you doing today, sweetheart? We are doing great on this end. We are here creating the best version of everybody. How are you doing? How is it? Is it day or night where you're at? Oh, you're not doing great? What's wrong, sweetheart? Okay, it's evening there. So, what's got you troubled, sweetheart? Or why isn't your day great? How can we make your day better? How can we put a smile on your face? Because we want to make sure that, our soul family. Okay, so with you battling all of that, sweetheart, we actually were just talking about this, okay? It's like I know I know it has been only 2 months you said, correct? Um well, we're going to help you get out of this slump, sweetheart. We're going to help you have that clarity to stand in your power on it because this pain will never go away. But when we learn how to manage and pull out the things in it, it can transform our life. Oh, okay. So it was 3 years, but it's been 2 months now since the passing. Yeah, that is hard because the thing is kind of like in this reading, we go through them ups and downs. We go through them betrayals. And I was actually just talking about the serpentine, where we feel like we're bound and constrained because of all the betrayals that they did and all the hurt and all the unconditional love that we give out and that we put out. And to find out after all of it, it's like it hurts us, it wounds us more, right? And the understanding when it comes to that is no, you are not alone on that situation. Um, it's very hard to be able to understand all the betrayal that has taken place because it's like you can be the most loyal, dedicated, and devoted, kind of like what we were talking in here. I'll show you. We find that people tend to create a lot of conflict and try to defeat us and deplete us. And they want us to always rebuild. It's like always rebuilding. So that pain that comes in from the betrayal of what they did, it's like we have to learn how to love the lesson that it showed us. Okay. So depending on what betrayal that took place, I don't know if what I'm getting is that there was a lot of cheating and sneaking around. I don't know. Only you will know what resonates, but my angelic team that is coming through and saying there was like some cheating and sneaking around, hiding some activities is what I'm being told. Um, and like I said, okay, okay. And what I'm being told is like you gave it your all. You were very loyal, very dedicated, very loving and unconditional, very supportive. Um, and it's like to have that type of betrayal, it's like I'm also hearing that you were trying to like build a better life for the both of you, and to see all this betrayal that was going on, it's like you have to look at it. Okay, you day. Lots of love to you, sweetheart. Lots of love to you. The thing is it's like when we find out all the little secrets and everything, yeah, it crushes us, but we can't let it stop from being able to trust. Yes, and being used for not only, the unconditional love, the growth of growing their material stuff is what I'm hearing. The thing is with you being used or feel like you've been used because of their actions of what they've showed, it's like now that things are kind of unraveling, it's like you're hurt, but yet your heart is like iced off. How do I explain it? It's like your heart is iced off a little bit, knowing that how can one person look you in the eye every day, say they love you unconditionally, and betray you on such a deep level? Um, that's the hard part, because it's this person had a lot of, and I'm not saying this person because it was your person. The fact is this significant other had a lot of wounds I'm hearing. Um, a lot of connections, abandonment issues, codependencies. Okay. And I'm hearing they didn't do a lot of healing. It's like they kept pushing it off, and they kept being secretive and manipulative and everything else. And it's like you kept trying, and this person, your person, when I say this person, just know that I'm reading the energy, okay? So that's no disrespect. It's your person, and I don't devalue that at all. But the energy that is coming through, it's like it's saying, okay, all right. I greatly appreciate that, because some people don't. They get offended, and it's like I'm not trying to do that. Um, but yeah, it's like this person that you loved so deep in your heart, that I'm hearing that you felt, even though that you were 3 years, you felt that this person was your ride or die. You had that feeling like you've never had before. And to know that your person betrayed you on that deep level, it's just like a smack in the face, you know? Um, and with you struggling, having that rough day, is your rough day because of the fact that you're facing them family dynamics and the friends and everything that you associated that remind you every day of your person? Or okay, yeah, all right. So when that takes place, to get you out of, okay, instead of focusing so much on the betrayal, like I saying, I'm hearing cheating and sneaky manipulation stuff, just not being truthful, okay? Lots of lies. I'm hearing lots of lies. Um, but that's how your person was programmed and conditioned, okay? They were lied to as a child, okay? I'm hearing lived a pretty rough life, okay? Um, and they didn't have a lot of that unconditional love. So they didn't know how, your person didn't know how to treat you based on the way that they were treated. So it goes back to the programming and conditioning. So what I need you to do is pick out the good things. Like when I say, what did you help this person overcome? Or how did you strengthen that person? I need you to start pulling out good things where the growth was. Oh, now that is, I just felt that sword in my heart 3 times. I'm telling you, look. Where'd it go? Whoa. That what you just said right there? Yeah, that is a gaping wound, okay? But trust and believe. There's a lesson that Father was trying to show you here, okay? The fact is what I'm getting is when you fall in love, you fall hard, you love hard. You're devoted. You're only focused. You're respectful to that relationship, okay? When your person when you found out that your person does not even love you, okay, Father just came in and said, wow, that's because this person's heart was so closed off, and they and it's no disrespect, but your person was very selfish, where you are a selflessness person. It's like you are a very kind, generous, loving, caring person, but your person was more selfish when it came to the material stuff. Okay, so he loved somebody else, but was living with you, pretending to love you, but his heart, or your partner's heart, was elsewhere. That, okay. I'm just trying to get the messages here coming in. Wow. Okay. So, first of all, when it comes to that, you are not an option. If somebody can't be straightforward, I understand where you're having the rough day now. I mean, I can see where all these things are filtering in, but knowing that he was with her and kept you over here and living that double life, that's pretty heartless. That's pretty heartless. That's pretty heartless. Um, and if you want to communicate more about this so that we're not on here, go down and email me, sweetheart, and we'll tap in more because there's some more messages that are coming in. Oh yeah, that's it's hard to pick up the pieces knowing that you are the side dish, and that he's got something else as his main platter, but he can't even stand in his integrity to say, hey, this is what's going on. And you're with that person for 3 years. Mm, yeah. Yes, please do, sweetheart. Please do, because there's messages that are coming through that respectfully I won't say over here, because I will say just the general collective ones, but these more personal ones, I'd like to just be able to put it in private with you so that, I mean, a lot of people say, "Hey, it's okay, just if you got it for me, put it out there." But these type of messages, no. There's something coming in. Now, when I feel you've been doing a lot of crying about this too, a lot of emotional crying. Okay. Okay. Well, these little deeper ones, are just like, but okay, because I feel it in your eyes. It's like they're giving me the tension of the eyes, because nobody wants to be that option. Nobody wants to be that option, especially when you're in a 3-year relationship and it's like you give your all to this person and you find out you're the side dish or you're the appetizer or however he classified it as, because you said that he was with her, right? But mm, Yeah, I'm getting, this is really a lot of tension that has come into your soul when it comes to this, because first of all, know that you are beautiful, know that you are deserving of true love, and you put your heart into this. And for all that betrayal and that deception to come out of what was going on, oh, yeah, I'm hearing you say, "I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. I can't believe 3 years strong, and this is what's happening." Um, wow. Yeah, it's the stuff that's coming in, like I said, I would be grateful and thankful, if you could go down and email me. Okay. Well, the thing is we if you want to, work with me on this and get it out, email me and I will help you start pulling things out in order to make it become where that frown turns upside down to that beautiful smile, okay? It's like being able to live again and understand, hello, hello, you day. And that way, it will help you on a much deeper level, because trust me, when I get the messages from Father and from the crossed over loved ones, you're going to see that your personal situation, he will help me guide you and how to pull them things out and how to be able to start putting the pieces back together. Right, you day? Father does a great job of making sure. Yes. And I would be honored to be able to, because I want my soul family to be up on the best version of themselves, and being able to directly speak to you, through the email. I will guide you of what they are wanting you to know, how we fix it. That's right. Yes, creating that best version of yourself. Absolutely. So, um yeah, if you just, it's right down in the description there. It's Earth 44 Angel Healing at gmail.com, I believe it is. Yes, thank you, Uday. Yes, I greatly appreciate you, Uday. Yes, please do, because we can go in deeper about this. And like I said, I will guide you exactly what they're giving me and the things to be able to pull it out in order to take that hurt and pain, and we're going to implement a transformation and plant new seeds in there. Oh, you didn't take me off my reading, sweetheart. You didn't take me off my reading. We were done. We were done finishing up with the crystals. Um, because the crystals are very important. They play a very significant part in our life. And we were just talking about the serpentine crystal of implementing the transformations, the hawk eye of being able to see things from a different, a higher perspective, and to be able to know the law of attraction with the cause and effect. And this is exactly your situation, is that cause and effect because of other people's actions. The law of attraction, you got the after effect of what this person caused and what they did. So the hawk eye is a beautiful crystal to see things from that higher perspective, but the black tourmaline is that protection to make sure that you are always protected, that you are secured, and you know that you have that shield of protection, because we want the best for you. Yes, absolutely. So we want to make sure that our soul family is like that phoenix, rising through the ashes and taking them ashes of that hurt and pain and planting and nurturing new seeds. And that's what we're here to do. So, no, you didn't take me off. We were right at the tail end of it. So I'm just thankful and grateful that you came in and that we could be of service. Now, I can say this, keep smiling. It does look good on you, okay? Keep smiling. You are very, very welcome. So, absolutely. All right. You day, Tatiana, any of you is Anybody else got anything else? Or if not, I will greatly await your email. And then I will be back on here at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, doing the divine feminine and divine masculine energy. And this is the energies that come through of the messages, whether it's your crossed over loved ones, whether it's your kindred loved ones, you know, whether it's the spiritual realms. Just know that this is let's see. So it is 11:38 here. It would be so an hour and a half, an hour and a half. Um, we will be doing the divine feminine, divine masculine, and then 6 hours from that. Yes, you are very, very welcome. And I look forward to hearing or receiving your email, sweetheart, so that we can get the messages out to you, okay? Yes, because you got to have that serenity, lepid light. You know, it's like I choose to feel calm, balanced, serene, no matter what's going on around me. So, yeah, and we got that yesterday too. So, all right, so family, I am going to hop off here now. I will be back here in an hour and a half, okay? And we will do divine feminine, divine masculine energy, and then 7 p.m. we will proceed forward. What's my name? My name is Joan, but I go by Bunny. So, yes, and Uday is right. We will love you all around as our soul family, and we will help build up all and give understandings. Yes, yes, sweetheart. You can address me as Bunny. Yes, we are here to love you unconditionally and to be able to grow and, you know, step into your true power of who you are and understanding the journey. Yes, shining that unconditional love everywhere. All right. Well, I love you so, family. May all your wishes, goals, dreams, and desires come true. Stay blessed, love, and light. You are very welcome, sweetheart. And we greatly appreciate you for being here and for coming in here. Yes, you are very, very welcome. I greatly appreciate you, Day, Tatiana, everybody who is in here, Luana, all of our soul family. I greatly appreciate all of you. Okay, this is what makes the true family connection of that support, you know, and being there for each other and showing that unconditional love and that giving and receiving to make sure that everybody is being lifted. Okay, nobody is being left behind. We don't want them frowns in the ground. We want them smiles up to the aisle of a heaven, right? You are very welcome, Uday. Lots of love to you. All right. I will see you here in an hour and a half. Peace. God bless you all, and I will see you in an hour and a half. Peace.